What's going on, guys? It is the Coaster Battleman here, bringing you an awesome video. My 10 favorite B&M collections in the United States. And overall, really do like B&M. Very good roller coaster manufacturer. Definitely my favorite roller coaster manufacturer. And these are my favorite collections of coasters that they have out of all their parks. So, we're moving on to Six Flags Great Adventure. And they have the most B&Ms out of any Six Flags park, with Batman the Ride, Superman, Ultimate Flight, and Green Lantern, which are all solid. But the two highlight coasters are Bizarro and Nitro in this B&M collection. Nitro is a great B&M hypercoaster, known for its amazing airtime hills and for having some nice bank turns as well. Very good ride. Bizarro looks to be an amazing floorless coaster with some great inversions and some interesting theming. Superman Ultimate Flight and Batman the Ride are solid clones, while Green Lantern is the stand-up coaster, making some more variety of coasters at Great Adventure, and it's one of the few stand-up coasters left. Let's go to Carowinds with their B&M collection. They have an elite top 3 with Fury 325, Intimidator, and Afterburn being their main top 3. They also have an extra B&M in Vortex, which is their stand-up coaster. Has only 2 inversions, but still one of their better roller coasters. But Fury 325 is just an elite coaster, top 10 coaster in the world. Intimidator and Afterburn are some of the best of their kind. Afterburn, one of the best B&M inverts, and Intimidator is one of the best B&M hypercoasters. Both look very good. We're moving on to Cedar Point, and they have some great B&Ms here at Cedar Point. Valravn, Gatekeeper, Rougarou, and Raptor. Raptor and Rougarou are the 2 older B&Ms, while Gatekeeper and Valravn are the 2 newer B&Ms at this park. Rougarou used to be a stand-up coaster called Manta until being transformed into Rougarou. With Raptor, it's an amazing B&M invert known for its intense elements such as its insane cobra roll, first drop, and vertical loop. Rougarou has some nice elements like a vertical loop, dive loop, incline loop, and corkscrew, and also has a pretty nice twister section in first drop. Gatekeeper and Valravn are the 2 newer B&Ms. Gatekeeper, very good wing coaster, definitely one of the best B&Ms at Cedar Point. Or definitely the best B&M at Cedar Point in my opinion. Very good first drop, has some amazing inversions. The keyhole towers are amazing and also a great night ride. Valravn, very good dive coaster, very fun first drop, great inversions. And overall Cedar Point's B&M collection, even though there's no hyper coaster, these are all great B&M models. And the 2 newer B&Ms complement each other, while the 2 older B&Ms complement each other, in my opinion. And we're moving on to Six Flags Magic Mountain with Tatsu, Scream, Batman the Ride, Riddler's Revenge. Tatsu is an elite flying coaster, known for its insane pretzel loop and known for being the tallest flying coaster out there. Very good coaster at Magic Mountain, definitely one of their best rides. Batman the Ride is a great cloned B&M invert. And the other highlight attraction of these rides at Magic Mountain that are B&Ms besides Tatsu is Riddler's Revenge, which is the tallest, fastest, longest stand-up coaster out there. Has some great inversions such as a vertical loop, an incline loop, and several other inversions to make this coaster a very good ride. And Scream is a solid floorless coaster as well. Very nice B&M collection for Magic Mountain. Now we're moving on to my home park, Six Flags Great America, where they have Raging Bull, Superman Ultimate Flight, Batman the Ride, Next Flight. Superman Ultimate Flight and Batman the Ride are 2 solid clone coasters. X-Flight is one of the first ever B&M wing coasters, and Raging Bull is one of the first ever B&M hypercoasters, opening the same year as Apollo's Chariot in 1999. Six Flags Great America's B&M collection, you can definitely rank it you can rank Batman the Ride. You can literally rank Superman, Batman the Ride, and X-Flight all in different spots. But in my opinion, Raging Bull and Batman the Ride really are the two dominant coasters in this B&M collection, especially Raging Bull due to its insane airtime that it has that's pretty good quality, very fun bank turns, overall very good B&M hyper, and Batman the Ride is the first ever B&M invert at Great America. So we're moving on to the next B&M collection, which is SeaWorld Orlando, and Kraken and Manta formed a dynamic duo in 2009 to make SeaWorld Orlando a pretty good amusement park. Then came 2016, where Mako came and became an elite hypercoaster once it opened. It looks to be very fun and one of the best B&M hypercoasters in the United States and one of the best coasters in Florida. Has some great bank turns and airtime hills, very fun ride. All these three coasters are great because Manta gives you that flying sensation. Kraken is a looping coaster, but you're actually in a floorless coaster. You're on floorless trains instead of a normal sit-down coaster. And then Mako is just an amazing hypercoaster known for its airtime. These three coasters are definitely bucket list coasters for me. Busch Gardens Tampa has an elite B&M collection for only having 3 B&Ms. They have an amazing 1-2 punch in Montu and Kumba, which are 2 B&Ms that really do complement each other. Both have 7 inversions and are very intense coasters. Both look very fun. And Sheikra is that third coaster. It's a very good B&M dive coaster with an elite first drop, a nice Immelman inversion, and water brakes. So all 3 of these coasters look very good. Busch Gardens Williamsburg's B&M collection also looks very good in my opinion, with Alpengeist, Griffon, Apollo's Chariot. The 2 highlight B&Ms of the 3 are Griffon and Apollo's Chariot. Apollo's Chariot is one of the 2 original B&M hypercoasters, while Griffon is an elite B&M dive coaster with an amazing first drop and 2 solid Immelmans as well as water brakes, while Alpengeist is a pretty good invert and is also the tallest B&M invert, almost at 200 feet at a height of 195 feet. And we're moving on to Six Flags Over Georgia's B&M collection, and they have a great collection. Goliath is definitely the best coaster out of all these, but they have some solid rides to back it up. They have the newest stand-up coaster in Georgia Scorcher, Batman the Ride, a nice cloned B&M invert, and Superman Ultimate Flight, a cloned B&M flying coaster. But Goliath is definitely the highlight of all 4 of these coasters and definitely the most standout. It has an elite helix, which people have said they gray out on it. There's amazing airtime on this ride, very good first drop. Overall, great collection of B&Ms at Six Flags Over Georgia. And we have Kings Island. They have Diamondback and Banshee. And even though this is only 2 B&Ms, we could see a potential Giga Coaster here in 2021 or sometime in the future. Even though Kings Island only has 2 B&Ms, this is an amazing 1-2 punch with just B&Ms. Banshee is an elite B&M invert and one of the most picturesque B&M inverts out there, with its amazing inversions and color scheme theming, as well as an elite first drop and modern restraints. It looks to be an amazing B&M invert, while Diamondback looks to be the best B&M hypercoaster in the USA, and I've ridden both these rides. They're both very fun. So those were the best B&M collections in my opinion. Those weren't in really any particular order, so thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.